stuck when it comes to losing weight isn't because you're behind, but because you stopped believing it was possible for you. Think about it. Are you doing that? Are you stuck in this loop? Because what if your progress didn't stop? Your belief did. Are you stuck in the comparison trap? Me and my wife was talking about this the other day, and it just popped in my mind like, when we look, right, when you see your eyes, right, your eyes, the only time you truly see them is when you look in the mirror. Everything else you see is external. You see the progress and results of everybody else. You see all the special talents in everyone else. But what if when you truly are seeing is actually when your eyes are closed? What if that's when you really see? Because think about it. You can't produce anything in the outside world unless your mind is in the right place. So when you close your eyes, what thoughts go through your mind? What feelings come about? Because when you're looking at everyone else, you're like, this person is losing weight in 2 weeks. This person over here has the perfect body type that I want. And you see all of these different things. But when you close your eyes, do you see it as being possible for you? Because if you don't see it as being possible for you in the first place, how do you get a chance to bring it to life? So in many cases, you see all the special talents and gifts in everyone else, but it has to start with you believing in you first. You don't know what it took for them to get that body. You don't know if it was surgery. You don't know if it was weight loss drugs. You don't know if they've been working out for 20 plus years and that's the reason they look how they look. So don't judge yourself based on anybody else. Even when you're losing weight, everybody loses weight in different areas at different speeds. One person might lose it off their stomach faster. Another person might lose it off their back faster. And you could be comparing yourself to somebody that their body type, just for them, they lose weight in this area faster, but yours is better in this way. Maybe they got to do 2 times the amount of work as you, but you just haven't tried it and really took the leap to give it your all. So don't get stuck in the comparison trap. Focus on what do you hear. When you close your eyes, what thoughts do you hear going on in your mind? That's what you really need to work on because those are going to determine what you do when it comes to your action. And I'm gonna look down a couple times because I want to make sure I stay on topic because I can go on a rant real quick and be on the same topic, but I got certain points I really want to make sure you guys get. Okay. So what about when it comes to being overwhelmed? Many moms feel very overwhelmed because you have so many different things you have to tend to, from maybe a significant other, your kids, maybe work, maybe you got so many different things you have to do. So when you have so many different things, you're like, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, I'm tired. But what if it's not just about being overwhelmed and it's actually about being overcommitted? Sometimes it's saying yes to everything in the world. You're saying yes to this person, yes to that person, yes to this person. But the only person you're forgetting to say yes to is yourself. What if you said yes to yourself more on the things that you care about, on the things that you need to be the best version of yourself? Every time you say yes to a distraction, that's you saying no to yourself. What if you started looking at it in that way? What would that mean for your life? What would that mean for your family? What would that mean for your goals, your ambitions, and dreams you want to accomplish? I guarantee you, if you start saying yes more to yourself and where you really want to be, focusing on that future self of you much higher than the current version of you, everything else will fall into place. And then, what if you're not stuck? What if you're not stuck and you just haven't truly healed? So many times it's easy to get stuck in these loops of going over and over and over in the same place. Think about it. We have the new year coming up soon. January the 1st. What do most people do? You set these New Year's resolutions and then you say, I'm going to go hard in the paint. I'm going to work out every single day. I'm going to eat right every single day. And you put these very strict restrictions into place. And now you start for a week or maybe you start for a couple of days and then you fall off and you get discouraged and you do it again and again and again. Let's just be honest. How many New Year's resolutions have you set so far? And how many of those have you really accomplished to get to where you want to be? So as a mom, when you got all these different things on your plate, it's not about starting at a specific time. It's just start. Do it when it's messy. Do it when it's not perfect. That's how you're going to get results because very few days are just going to be strictly ideal how you want it. So if you want to get the results, do it even when it doesn't look good. That's when you're going to get the max results. So many times you start, stop, and then it feels like you're never really getting ahead, but in many cases it's because it's the same cycle over and over without introducing new things. So it's like you got to break these patterns. These patterns and habits are what keeps the loop going over and over and over. So in many cases you might feel like it's I'm not consistent, I'm not disciplined, but that's a lie. People say that all the time. You just need to have more discipline. You need to have more consistency. But what if that's not true? What if that is a myth that also keeps you stuck? Because honestly, if you think about it, are you consistent at when you first wake up in the morning, I get on my phone and I just scroll? Is that consistent? So if you can be consistent in one area, that means you can also be consistent in other areas. Am I consistent at eating the wrong foods? If you are right now, then that means you are consistent. You're just putting the consistency in the areas that don't get you to where you want to be. So if you start shifting and saying, if I can do it over here, then I can definitely do it over here, but you have to make sure your reason is greater than I just want to lose weight. It can't be just I want to lose weight, because when different obstacles come up, because that's always going to happen, disruption always follows intention. So if you don't have a big enough reason to why you're doing it and it's just I want to lose weight, that's not enough, because those things are going to pull you out of the race to get to where you want to be, because that vision, that goal is not burning desire. It's not a burning desire enough for you to really bring it to life. There has to be some kind of consequence to you where it's like, if I don't do this, then this over here happens. Maybe you got a favorite TV show or maybe favorite food you like where, hey, if I don't get my workout in, I cannot watch this today. If I don't do this, then I can't have my favorite treat this week. Do some stuff to really put yourself in, like, it's not just oh, I didn't work out today, now it's just on back to life. Do something that puts you in an uncomfortable situation to really get the results you're looking for. So really dig deep. What is my reason? And your reason should not be based on only other people. It needs to be based on something for you. Because if those other people go away, are you still gonna do it? Because it's important. It's a longer life, a more quality life, and you matter. So because you matter, you show that to yourself. You treat yourself and show yourself that you matter. So if y'all have any questions about fitness, mindset, whatever it is, you can drop them below this video. You can come on other lives in the future. We're gonna be doing this live every single Monday. So come on live, ask questions, but we're gonna go so much deeper in this. This is just a warm up. On that note, y'all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll be back at it again before you know it. See you later.